Hello folks and welcome back to Medieval Total War. I'm Conostip and this is going to be part 11 of my early campaign where I'm playing as Egypt. And it has been a while, so it does feel good to be back as always. Yeah, looking forward to getting some video games in this week because yeah, it's been a lot of work for me and I get a nice little break here. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. And this is probably going to be another peaceful episode. I would imagine so. I mean, unless something really unprecedented happens. The Byzantines have built up their forces on my border. We are allies with the Byzantines, so that shouldn't be too much of a concern. In fact, I have been building up my allies wherever I see fit. I know that I will be tasked to take Edessa at some point by my glorious achievements objectives. That has not happened yet, but right now the Turks are sort of cut off. Their best forces are here in Edessa, and then their only two of their provinces are here in Georgia and Armenia. So they're kind of holding back, and they're no longer at war with the Byzantines or myself. They've just kind of trying to catch their breath, really. And yeah, the French Crusade here is kind of just going to sit and hang out here in Lesser Armenia. They're not going to be able to do anything against Antioch. And there is only 534 men left in this army. So it's probably going to take longer than you'd think, longer than either you or I would think. It's going to be a little while before this army completely dwindles away. But when that happens, it's going to happen to, I think this king is still going to be alive. Yeah, he's 33, so he's probably still going to be alive. He has 4 influence currently, so he's going to take a hit when that happens, when that crusade fails. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens to his empire when this happens. He's already had, not him, but his dad, I think, had to withstand another civil war, and they rebounded quite nicely from that. Let's see, the Byzantines have been cheeky as always. I think they bribed the rebels in Provence, and then they've reinforced with, they actually have a navy connecting to Provence. So yeah, they're not at war with the Italians or the French. They're just kind of hanging out here. They saw an opportunity and they took it. So that's going to be an interesting little thorn. Like if there's a civil war in the French Empire, would the Byzantines be able to expand into it? Kind of like how the Italians have been able to expand in the old remnants of the German Empire. Now the Germans still exist. I don't know exactly where they are. I think they just hold on to a couple, like maybe Austria and Bohemia or something, but I'm working on it. I'm getting my alims out. I'm working on my spy network, trying to figure out what's going on. So I will find the Germans eventually, but there's not much left to them, and the Italians are taking advantage. It's nice to see. It's nice to see the Italians actually do something here other than just, you know, the French taking everything. The French do only have Wessex, which is saying something. It's nice to see, you know, the English, they're not dead yet, and if they can kind of hold out until another French Civil War, then who knows? You know, maybe the English can do something with that. Probably not. They just seem programmed to not be too offensive minded. And speaking of which, there's like still just this stalemate here in the Iberian Peninsula as well. Castile, Aragon, and the Almohads are just kind of staring each other down. In fact, more than that, I think, are they all allies? Yeah, the Almohads are allies with Castile, but not Aragon. Aragon's allies with Castile. Yeah. But Aragon is at war with the French, and that's going to be the key, is can they hold out against the French, or are they going to fall to them? Currently, there's not, I would say, overwhelming French forces on their borders. It's still something, though, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, the French seemed, it's a little interesting how they have their forces, like, you know, they have a decent amount of forces here in Anjou and Ile-de-France and Normandy and Brittany. I wonder if they think these forces are necessary to keep the peace here. Yeah, anyway, that's going to be worth keeping an eye on. Back home for myself, I mean, I'm sitting on 137 florins in the treasury. I'm making almost 10 grand per turn. Life is good. I have boats in every single sea region. Currently, I am working on getting that redundancy. I want at least 2 boats in every single sea region so that I can withstand either a storm sinking one of my ships or an enemy trying to attack me. I am currently building dhows in Palestine and Sinai, and I'm building bagalas which are my upgraded boats here in Tripoli and Antioch. I still want the Dows, even though they are an inferior ship overall. The fact that they have a speed of 3, as opposed to my, actually there's a better way to show this. Yeah, the Bagla has only a speed of 2. So I want the Dows just to help me if I needed to go on the offensive and start a naval conflict, a naval engagement. The Dows can help me catch faster boats, and my Baglas can help me finish them off. So there still is value having the Dows, even though they are only coastal boats and they are overall have lesser stats than the... Oops, don't want to accidentally attack the Byzantines there. So I think it's worth building them both, the Dows and the Baglas, for now, that is. And at least until I have at least, 2 boats in every sea region, of course. That's going to be paramount. And then after that, I can kind of focus on other things. Like eventually, I do want to get the Mamluk Horse Archers here in Sinai. I'm working on it. I'm getting my Boyar's Guild built here in Sinai. And I think Palestine's working on getting Gulam Cavalry eventually. So I think that's going to be the play there. Because right now, I don't even have any decent heavy cav other than my Gulam bodyguards. So I have these guys who are available if I needed to use them. These are all men that used to be part of the family. Currently, I just have Prince Al-Mustali and then my heir, Prince Ali. But then these guys as well, Nasir Abu Musin, and then Baybars as-Sali, and Nasir as-Tahir. They all used to be in the bloodline, and even, Nasir Abu Musin is a 3-star general, which is not bad. I don't need them right now. I have better generals on my front lines, which is great. But I do want other heavy cav options other than just Gulam bodyguards. So eventually I will be getting Gulam Cavalry, the full strength unit available here in Palestine. It would be better to train Gulam Cavalry in Lesser Armenia, where they do get that valor bonus. Yes, that would be good, but it's just not worth starting a war with the Byzantines just to get that. And that would extend my border by one other province as well. So yeah, just not worth it overall. The Gulam Cavalry, it doesn't match up. I mean, if we were to compare the Gulam Cavalry, again, I can't show you the stats in this game, but I was looking at the stats again just to remind myself of how they match up against the Feudal Knights. And the Feudal Knights have a better charge bonus. They have better... Oh, crap. I think they have better attack values and better armor, and then better morale. I think the morale is twice as good as the Gulams, but they cost like 150 florins more to train, and then they cost, I think, what is it, like 40 florins more in upkeep per turn. So you're definitely paying for it. Also, the Feudal Knights, as all knights, are impetuous, so they can charge without orders. They are elite, but so are the Gulam Knights, or sorry, the Gulam Cavalry. So that means that they won't have their morale affected by any units that are also not elite. And that's the same for the Feudal Knights and the Gulam Cavalry. So the Gulam Cavalry, it's a unit that can sort of hold its own, but the key of the Gulam Cavalry is that its armor value is only 4. Now, this is something that I've gone over and talked with a lot with one of my viewers on this channel. Someone who's really taught me probably more about this game than I've almost learned on my own, really. He's someone who really was there when I was playing my Aragon campaigns and my Elmahead campaigns, and he has assured me that the armor values, basically the limit that infantry and cavalry can have before they start to feel the effects of fatigue just while standing still in desert provinces. There's a number for that. So the bottom number for infantry is 4. If an infantry has an armor value of 4, then just by standing in a deserted province, they will eventually fatigue. They will get tired. And for cavalry, that number is 5. So what that means is that for infantry, you don't want your armor values to be higher than 3. 4 and above is bad for infantry if they're going to be fighting in the desert. And for cavalry, 5 and up is bad for also fighting in the desert. And the Gulam Cavalry actually works out perfectly in that regard because their armor values are only 4. Perfect. And so that's what you want. So you want to make sure that when I'm building my provinces out, that I want to make sure that in my province that I'm training my Gulam cavalry, well, I want to make sure these guys can fight in the desert. These are my home provinces, and although expansion is important, defending my home territories is probably more important, right? So I don't want to build any armors, for instance, here in Palestine. However, there is going to be provinces where I'm okay with building armors, either A, because my desert units for other types of units, like my Nubian spears, for instance, they have an armor value of 1. Therefore, whatever province that I'm going to be using to train my Nubian spears, I can at least build 2 armor upgrades to get their armor value up to 3. That way they have better armor values, while also being just under that threshold that allows them to not fatigue out in the desert. Same thing for the desert archers. Their armor value is 1, so the same thing goes for them. They can get at least 2 armor upgrades before they, pass that threshold. And I didn't check all of the desert, or all of the units that we'll be using. I think the Bedouin Camel Warriors, I think that's the same thing. I think they also have an armor value of 1. But yes, the Gulam Cavalry definitely don't want any upgrades to them. They're right where they need to be. And that's something that I'm going to have to take a look at as I, build out my armies. I know that, for instance, the Khwarezmian Cavalry, which is going to be like my sort of quasi-cataphracts, their armor levels up to 7, so it's pretty insane. They're already built out so that they should never be in a desert. But that makes them kind of perfect to be my offensive invasion force, kind of cavalry. They can go out of the desert and not face those fatigue penalties. They still will fatigue faster than other units, but it won't be so bad outside of the desert. And what else? I think the Saracen infantry, I should have checked this. I didn't check this. But the Saracen infantry, which, can I even train those yet? Is there any province where I can train Saracens yet? That's going to be something that I have to get on. I need to get on that pretty soon here. It looks like no. Okay, so that's something I need to probably start working on, because that's going to be my heavy spearmen that basically replace my Nubian spears. Now, I think that my Nubians will still be ideal in the desert, but I think my Saracens, I should have checked their armor values. Yeah, I could just pause recording, I guess, but maybe I'll do that later on in this episode. But yes, Saracens, I think, just off the top of my head, I think they will be my more invasion-led sort of spear infantry. Not just that, but also like places that aren't a desert. Is Antioch a desert? It is a rock desert, yeah, so I think that does count. And so is Edessa. Damn, okay. And then Syria is, of course, a sand desert. Yeah, I was thinking about the Mongols, because the Syrians would be good against the Mongols because the armor is good, isn't it? But, man, if they're just going to be hanging out, withstanding charge after charge after charge, the Mongol battles are long, so fatigue really does play an important role. So that's a curious question. Are the Saracens really a better choice than the Nubians in that scenario? I will have to take a look at this. Okay, I just did look at it, and the Saracens' armor value is only 3, so they are just at that threshold that will allow them to fight in the desert. So that's good. That's a unit that I think I should want to use against the Mongols. It's interesting. Their attack value is actually lower than the Nubian spears. Their defense value is quite a bit higher. Their morale, I think, is... I can't remember. I think it's lower, actually. I think their morale is lower than the Nubian spears. And the Nubian spears are disciplined, so they will not be affected by the routing of other friendly troops that are not disciplined or elite, and the Saracen infantry do not have that. Saracen infantry also are more expensive and have higher upkeep. So, yeah, interesting trade-off there, but I think the defense values and the armor... Gosh, it is interesting. The Saracens also have a large shield, which is going to give them an additional 2 armor and additional 2 defense. And that does not count against the whole desert fatigue thing. You can have a large shield and be fine. Nubians only have a small shield, so they will only be getting +1 to their armor and defense. So I think the Saracens probably, can withstand that hail of Mongol archer fire, perhaps, is another idea. I don't know if I'm going to be getting any forests here in Edessa. Antioch does have forests, though. So if they were attacking, I know I looked at this in the last episode. So this would be arid ground if they attacked from Rum. So and that's arid ground as well. So I could be getting some forests if they attacked into Edessa, and that's the same with here into Antioch, right? Yeah. Okay, that's all good news. That can really help hide me from the Mongol archer fire, right? Okay, enough of that. I think that, anyway, that's just something to talk about and to keep in mind for the future. I am building my first jihad marker here in Arabia just to have it. And I am also training assassins here in Syria, which feels good. I can finally start killing these annoying emissaries that are hanging out in my territories, doing God knows what, talking to my people. No, can't have none of that. And we are just building defensive wall upgrades here in Syria and Antioch. So I don't need to push anything in this episode. I can just kind of sit tight, keep building money, stacking that money, building my boats, and working on my troop infrastructure. Yes. Yeah, I will be switching from boat production to troop production soon. I don't want to say soon, but at some point I will be. But for now, I do want to get at least, as I said, 2 boats in every single sea region. And I'm getting that Grand Mosque built in Egypt as well. That's going to be, it's going to get going. And when that's finally done, then I can finally switch over production in Egypt from that to Mamluk Cavalry, which is going to give me a good medium cav option. A good medium cav that has a bonus versus armor. Not something that can really stand up to the Mongol heavy cav or any heavy cav for that matter. But it's a good utility piece that can help, take a real bite out of it. After maybe like some spears take the charge, then the Mamluk cavalry can come in and do some real damage. So I'm probably going to be okay here, just kind of hanging tight. On a double check, taxes are very high in all provinces. That is looking good. Every place is building stuff, and do I have to even move any boats out? Yeah, you can just kind of stay there, I think, and yeah, it's looking good. I can move you. You can find a province to hang out in. How's our coverage going? Let me do that and do that. Yeah, I haven't played this game so long, I forgot how to... need to remember how to do these things. And... how about we just do this? Check out Swabia. And that's probably going to be it for this turn, I think. A few turns later, and my Sultan has died from an illness. Yeah, he got up there in age a little bit. I think he was in his... Maybe he reached 60 years old. And I do have an heir, although I think my heir might be close to 40 by now. And a Dromon was sunk, so that's not one of my boats. Lucky me. The Spanish king has died from an illness as well. Merchant finished here in Syria, and the Boyars Guild is finished here in Tanai, so now I can... I wonder where I'm at with the Mamluk horse archers. I will check in on that in a moment. Spearmaker's workshop here in Palestine, so now I just need one more upgraded spear building, and then I need to start working on my horse breeders buildings to get the Gulam cavalry. Let's see, odd number of toes. Amir al-Din, that's not good because that's a governor. So -2 acumen. I'm going to have to check in on him. Amir al-Din. Which one are you? Not you. It's you. General. Oh, God. Yeah, two acumen's not good. I need to remove his governorship. Even though it's just Arabia, and Arabia's not making a ton of money, I like to have my governors be, have 4 acumen, right? Not just the 2. So, I wonder how badly that's going to damage his... Oh, it's nice that this tells you... Okay, it does tell you. If you just hover over this, it tells you what the title gives. +1 loyalty. Okay, that... Huh. I don't know if I knew that before. That's very helpful. that allows you to look around and see how you want to redistribute titles after the fact. Yeah, gosh, I don't know if I've really picked up on that before. That's really nice. So he would be down to 5 loyalty. That's still fine, I think. And yes, so let's get on this. Let's get my emissary. I know I have a few of these guys here. Which one's closer? I think they're both inland. Not ideal. You typically want your emissaries in coastal provinces so they can be, you know, moved a little bit faster. Yeah, I'll bring you up to Pomerania. And I will bring you down to remove the title, the governorship. Let's see if I can find someone else then. I just need someone who's with 4 acumen. That's it, really. That's all I really care about. Not you, man. Definitely not you. Oh no, and my new sultan, only 3 influence. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, that's pretty scary. Pride, -2 command, -2 acumen, +3 valor. So I wonder if my finances took a big hit. It's still 10,000, so whatever hit the 1 acumen did, it's not that bad, I guess. How's the loyalty then? Loyalty's fine for... I just want to look at the big stacks. It looks like they're fine. He's not fine. No, that's bad. What about you? Also bad? All right. Jesus. Okay, this is a bad stack. Those are some bad camels. All right, so that's it. It's just the camels that are bad. The rest of them are fine. All right. Do I want to redistribute you guys? Put you somewhere else? Or just assassinate the generals, maybe? I do have assassins. I could just assassinate these guys. Yeah, just split them off one by one and have my assassins work on them. Yeah, 1 loyalty is bad, and so's 2. Yeah, let's just do that. Kill you and kill you. Might need to bring up another assassin just in case these guys start to fail. And yeah, everyone else is fine, I think. So let's go back to trying to find someone who can be the next governor of Arabia. Oh, right. Bakr al-Faiz. Yeah, you can be the next guy. And you happen to just be in Syria as well. So as soon as this emissary comes over to Syria to relieve this man of his title, you will become the next governor of Arabia. Oh, cool. So Sinai can now train the Mamluk horse archers. So that last archery building was the last building that I needed. Awesome. Cool. Yeah. Good unit. 375 to train. So yeah, pretty expensive. Support cost of 70. I don't have the stats in front of me, but yeah, it's a pretty decent hybrid horse archer unit is my understanding. And it is going to be getting that +1 valor bonus here in Sinai. So I want to start getting these going pretty much, yeah, right away, actually. Yeah, I don't have any horse archers in my armies. So let's get those guys going. Do I want to give them... An armor, it's probably, I would assume, would be fine. But I probably should double check that. Oh, you know what? Mosque is always fine. Yeah, a mosque is always a good idea. +1 morale. Easy. And I will check the armor stats on that a little bit later. And then Palestine can, I think, keep working on the Ghulam bodyguards. Let's see. I think I need a castle, don't I? Well, let's just get a horse breeder. I'm pretty sure I need a horse breeder to get the Ghulam cavalry. Okay, and I can't actually... Yeah, cool. So that last spear building that I built here in Palestine has allowed me to train Muwahid foot soldiers and the Saracen infantry. Good. These are both good options. They just serve different purposes. They really do. Yeah, and here's the Nubians. We kind of already talked about the Saracens and the Nubians. And really, like, the pictures kind of show you a lot about what these units are by themselves. You see the Saracens definitely have that armor, and they look a bit heavier there. But the Nubians have better morale and better discipline, which is interesting. But as you can see, just not really good armor. And then the Muwahid foot soldiers. This is kind of a different beast, really. It's a 16-man unit of spears as opposed to the 100-man unit. It's more designed for offensive engagements. It's more designed, I would say, as a unit that can support cavalry engagements. I think that a good combo, because the Ghulam cavalry doesn't really beat Western Knights on its own, but it has good enough defense to be able to last long enough so that a unit of Muwahid foot soldiers can come up and basically, you know, rear charge the opposing unit of knights. They have a good charge bonus and a pretty good morale, I believe. I don't think their attack stat by itself is super great. But they, you know, with the spears, they get +1 attack versus cavalry. And yeah, I think their charge bonus is really good, I think. So it's a different type of unit for sure. And yeah, I think it's definitely worth having a few of these in the armies. So, what do I want to do? Let's see, 225 to train them, 300 to train the Saracens, and Palestine. So Palestine is not going to be getting an armor because they're going to be used to train the Ghulam cavalry, but I might want an armor in the province that trains the Muwahid foot soldiers based on, depending on what their armor values are. I will have to check out that as well. But I know these guys are good to go, so let's go ahead and train the Saracen infantry right now. Yeah, that feels good. So I will stop my training of the Daos here in these two provinces and just depend on the Baglas for now. I think I'm probably good on Daos for now. I think I need to get more units, bigger forces, all that good stuff. So my new Sultan is 39 years old, and it's funny, he's married now, and I feel like he just got married. I don't think he was married before. Let's see my other. So his younger brother, Prince Al-Mustali, is not married. So I wonder if for the Muslim factions, just getting married happens automatically as soon as you become the leader, the king or whatever. So I would like him to have sons as soon as possible. But he does, as I said, have a younger brother who's only 26. And I believe they have an other younger brother, Prince Nazir, who is 7? Oh, they have a few guys here. Okay. Yeah, Prince Baybars, Prince Khalil, and Prince Nazir. So I'm fine. Yeah, I got plenty of guys. So even if you don't have any sons, there's other guys on the way. This is an interesting message I don't see very often, just because I don't really send my assassins after my own guys very often. Simultaneous reports from your assassin and the target general's command staff confirm success. The threat within your own ranks has been quashed. So yeah, that's one of the guys. Let's see. The target general has reported a failed attempt on his life. There's no indication that he suspects you as the instigator, but the situation should be watched closely. Interesting. So that's a failure. And I wonder what happened to the third one. Let's see, I'm the richest. Bagala was sunk in the North Atlantic. Okay, that's too bad. And farmland improvements here in Tripoli. Yeah, I'm working on that, trying to get richer. And my ruler's wife has given birth to a son. Awesome, so that happened right away. My goodness, he didn't waste no time. Okay, so this guy, he survived an assassination attempt by killing the assassin with a cooking spit. He is very keen to practice combat with a wide variety of weapons and kitchen implements to the detriment of his other duties. +1 valor, -1 acumen. Huh, that's interesting. Let's see, so yes, because I am building my farming upgrades, the governors of those provinces are getting better like agricultural production traits, which is pretty good. Yeah, that's a good one. And let's see, anything else? No, nothing else. I want to go back up here and look at this. So, yep, you... 1 loyalty. You're the survivor. Huh. Interesting. Well, let's try that again. And let's go after you. And, alright, so this guy's loyal now, but now we need to get retrained, basically, to get a full unit. I think I'll just wait till all of these camel units lose their captains, and then I'll just retrain 1 unit and merge the rest. That makes sense, right? Now one of my sons has come of age. Actually, I don't think this is one of my sons. I think this is one of my brothers, Prince Khalil. Or no, maybe he is one of the... Let's see, the faction now has 3 heirs, and heir matures. Yeah, because it's a different message, isn't it? The last message says one of my sons matured, and this message says your faction now has 3 heirs. Your monarch and his heirs can make fine generals. So it's a different message, isn't it? And I was also wondering, because I should know this by now, but I really didn't pick up on it in the moment, but when my new sultan became sultan, and I had thought that there were like 2 extra heirs in that heir list that I hadn't noticed before. And yeah, that's because he had those sons that weren't actually heirs, of course, until he became the sultan, right? That's how that works. So yeah, Prince Khalil is his son, and Prince Baybars is one of his younger brothers, is my understanding of these things. So I think Prince Khalil will be the next in line, is my understanding. So he has... Ooh, do both of these guys have 0 stars? Ugh, yay. Pride, okay, -2 command, -2 acumen, +3 valor. Ugh, that's a bad one for a ruler. It's fine for a fighter, but not for a ruler. And then Great Warrior, +5 health. Again, good for a fighter. Prince Baybars, Secret Pride, -1 command, but so he doesn't get the minus. Yeah, it's a way different, isn't it? Yeah. So instead of -2 command, it's only -1 command, and you don't get the -2 acumen for Secret Pride as well. So once this is discovered, it gets way worse, but you still have this +3 valor. Okay. And then Killer Instinct, +2 valor and +1 dread. So he is a good fighter. 5 valor on him. Holy moly. Yeah. So a couple of good fighters, but not really good for anything else. Yeah, 5 valor. Hot damn. But loyalty is fine on Baybars. What about you? So yeah, 1-star general, 4 loyalty, which is like, it's like, okay, I suppose. And yeah, Prince Khalil is the next in line. Okay. And yeah, Baybars is one of their brothers. Okay, yep, that makes sense. So 41 years old, okay, in like 19 or so years he might die. And there's going to be plenty of time for you to have sons in the meantime. Yeah, it's so much like less complicated with the Muslim factions than with the Catholic factions. There's a lot of work to do with just finding princesses, really. It's kind of stressful sometimes. Well, this is interesting. In this end turn, the Polish have attacked the Byzantines, and I think was this up in Kiev, I think, maybe? Huh. I will want to remain allied with the Byzantines for sure. So yes, let's do that. And I want to take a peek at what's going on up there. Ooh, we have another historical general here. Oh, cool. Assad al-Din Shirkuh. That's not ringing any bells. I'm trying to think if I've heard of this person. Shirkuh kind of sounds familiar. I feel like I may have come across that name before, but yeah, I'm sure some of y'all folk might be able to clue me in on this fella. +5 health is going to be his only trait, but he's a 5-star general. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Awesome loyalty. Good dread, good piety, not great acumen. Awesome. Yeah, man, I need more things to do with my generals at this point. I only have 3 frontier provinces, and I have More than enough. Although you're getting bad, aren't you? Yeah. It's too bad you're goddamn inbred. It's ruining you. So he's -3 command. He used to be a 6-star general. He still gets +2 command when attacking, so he's still a 5-star general when he attacks. So that's good. But yeah, I think I need to. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull you off the front lines, and I'm gonna bring in you. Yeah, this is perfect actually. And then you can come down and just, yeah, wait in the wings. Like, wait for an attack, right? Like, that makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, I'll just bring you down to Palestine. This is where all my, all of my, like, royalty are hanging out. So you guys can go there. Just kind of a backup little section of generals and Gulen bodyguards that I don't necessarily need on my front lines. And, actually, oops. I was gonna actually, yeah, remove your title. Yeah, now he's down to 1 acumen. So, emissary, go back to Tripoli and strip him of his office, and then we can give that to him. Yeah. Yeah, not you. You're not gonna need it. That's fine. That's okay. Now let's look at this Polish attack. Did they succeed? No, they did not. They just got their asses kicked, didn't they? Yeah, they're in rough shape. The Byzantines, on the other hand, yeah, they didn't lose too much. Interesting though. Interesting seeing the Polish go on the offensive there. So now they're at war, aren't they? Yeah, they're all in. So that's going to be interesting. I wonder what that did to the Byzantines' ally list. Yeah, so it's just me, the Danes, and the Germans. So I wonder, like, if the Hungarians would go in, you know, they border the Byzantines, and maybe the Germans. I don't know if the Germans border them, actually. They might just have Austria, and then Hungary has these provinces, would be my guess. But, yeah, I wonder if the Hungarians might want to assist Poland. Are they actually allies? Are the Poles and the Hungarians allies? Yes, they are. That's going to be worth keeping an eye on. Yeah, I'm interested in that. The French Crusade, still hanging on, taking forever. 199 men. It's just taking forever. It's going to be here for a while. This is interesting. This is going to be another trait that one of my surviving generals. I'm still trying to assassinate these guys. I got one of them, but yeah, the other two have been either resilient, or maybe I have killed like another captain, but then like the next one has been also unloyal. But here, this one's very nervous. This is another trait that I don't see very often. Well, I've never seen it actually. So his fear of assassins is so great, he does not eat well. He sleeps little and rarely goes out into public. This does give him plenty of time for administrative duties. -5 health, +1 acumen. God, that's a funny one, isn't it? So he's just a really crappy fighter. Like, you never want him to go into battle, but he can be a better governor this way. That's so funny. So let's go up here now. And he has 5 acumen. Like, oh, like it's almost... If his loyalty wasn't at 1, like say it was at 2, and then I wanted to give him the title that Arabia gives of 1 loyalty and bring him up to 3, that would almost be fine, wouldn't it? But yeah, 1 loyalty is just really bad. Huh, yeah, it's... Gosh. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can keep this guy alive. I have to... I mean, even if I kill him, this captain will have the same traits, right? Just different loyalty. But these guys are resilient. Yeah, I think I've killed... So I've killed 2 guys in this unit, and they still only have 2 loyalty. And yeah, this guy just won't die. Oh, and I guess I never read this message either. So when I do try to assassinate one of my own generals with my own assassin, I get this message that says removing a general from his position in this way is one option available to you, but be warned, should the assassination fail, there may be dissension in the ranks of your armies and you could face a civil war or worse. I don't know what is worse than a civil war. It's interesting though, because I think that the implication is that their loyalty will lower. I don't know. I don't think their loyalty is really lowering. But is the loyalty of like other guys lowering? Is that what's being implied there? Doesn't really seem like it. It seems like everyone's loyalty is kind of staying the same-ish, kind of. Yeah, that's interesting. Because I've always wondered, because spies, and I don't have spies available right now, but spies, what they can do is they can essentially set a general or a captain up for treason, and once they are tried for treason, they can, you know, be executed essentially. And I've always really wondered, like, what's the point of that when you can just assassinate guys, and assassins are available at a keep level, whereas you need castles to to try your generals for treason. To get spies, you need a castle, you need a tier 3. So I've wondered what the purpose of that was. Well, in this case, so far, I'm actually having some difficulties in accomplishing this, right? My assassins just have not been getting the job done, really. Whereas when I was using the spies in my Danish campaign to remove a troublesome general or two, they seemed like they were getting the job done. It did take a few tries to, you know, get rid of enough guys so that we found a man in the unit that was loyal enough. But in each turn, it seems like that trial was successful for me, and I was able to get rid of each general essentially. And yeah, this seems to be a bit more troublesome, I guess. Maybe maybe that's what it is, right? It's interesting. It's yeah, anyway, don't cancel. Just keep going after it. Yeah, I need to get more assassins. These guys are failing at getting rid of these guys. Anyway, it's just interesting for me to experiment with this sort of stuff here. And I'm getting plenty of jihads here in Arabia. I might just stop at 5. 5 is probably a fine number. That way, if I ever lose a province, I can just throw 5 jihads at that province and just get a bunch of units. That could be pretty fun, I think. And then down here, let's go ahead and get rid of this bishop and this Turkish emissary. And then once this jihad is finished in Arabia, I can go back to training maybe some Ghazi infantry. I don't think I have any of them yet. Yeah, I think I focused on Arab infantry instead. And I did just double check the armor values of the Mamluk horse archers, and it does come out to 3, which means that they can get 1 armor upgrade, bringing them up to a total value of 4. And that's going to be fine here in Tanai. Yeah, I think that's going to be good, and then I can focus on farm upgrades after that, I think. And how are we doing? So Palestine, I think, is it time for you to get a horse breeders guild? Let's see, you need a spearmakers guild to get the Gulam cavalry, and that's going to be available at the castle, I think. So still a ways off, but we are working on it. Tripoli, let's keep getting Baglas in Tripoli and Antioch. There we go. That all looks good. How's this French Crusade coming along? 176. My oh my. Just takes forever, doesn't it? And there we have it. The Grand Mosque has been completed here in Egypt. Look at that building. Yeah, it looks pretty pretty, doesn't it? Pretty awesome stuff. So I will expect to see that show up in my glorious achievements panel. And the Merchants Guild has been finished here in Antioch. Just more money for me coming from Antioch. And let's see, famine in Antioch. God damn it. That's, oh man, that's going to be a lot of money I'm losing. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, this is getting worse for this guy. Poor Inan Az Zahir. He's getting bad. So recluse. So his deep and constant fear of assassins has made him a recluse. He eats and sleeps little and is rarely seen in public. The lack of exercise is affecting his combat ability. -5 health. +2 acumen, -1 valor. So now he's up to 6 acumen. Oh god. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. He really should be a governor. And then, yeah, this governor is +10 happiness, +2 loyalty. Yeah. Hey, there we go. Hey, look at that. That's cool. That's a cool picture. Well done. You've managed to complete a goal. You've just scored 4 points. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, neat stuff. So how are we looking? 23 points. There we go. Let's go. Yeah, so that puts me above like like the real floundering factions, you know, like Spain or Castile. It's called Spain, right? Yeah, Spain. Aragon. I'm tied with the Turks. God damn it. Oh dear. Yeah. Yep. And I'm just underneath the Germans, who only have like 3 provinces left. Two. They have 2 provinces? Oh, God. Oh, man. Yeah, the Byzantines or the Almohads are just really outstripping me at this point. And the Italians are also doing pretty gosh darn good. So, yeah, I'm going to have to start getting some good points here pretty soon. Although that's going to be a nice score. How many is that? Is that 8 points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then +1 for conquest. So I'll be getting 9 points in the next counting period, which is 1175. So, hey, you know, it's better than it was in the last counting period. Now a compass has finally been invented. So this is interesting. This is going to be the event that allows the Catholic factions and the Orthodox factions, although not the Byzantines, but yes, it's going to allow the Catholic factions to start building their boats that can be deep sea region boats, like their caravels. And this is going to actually start to even out the naval situation a little bit, because I've had an advantage thus far, thanks to my Baglas, being able to reach the deep sea regions, but no more, yeah. So a reliable guide that can point the way to the north in all weathers and at night is a blessing to sailors. They need not hug the coast, praying that the weather will be kind to them. Now in larger ships, they can sail with confidence across the ocean. All right, well, we will see about that. Confidence. I mean, wait until they run into my navy, my scary Baglas. Actually, no, I think their caravels can beat my Baglas, so yeah, it's actually pretty scary for me. Let's see here. Anything? These are not... That's not important. This isn't important. That is. +10 happiness for a governor and a emir. That's always a good thing. Yes. And... You know, can we, like, ever kill one of these guys? I mean, I have good assassins. 2 Valor assassins? Come on, guys. Can you get rid of this guy? Yes, no, maybe so. At this point, I'm looking for something else to start building here in Arabia. Arabia is just kind of like a jack-of-all-trades province for me, honestly. At this point, it's really carrying the load. While my coastal provinces were building boats, Arabia was training soldiers. Now that I can train some soldiers in other provinces, Arabia still can, you know, train like the Arab infantry and the Ghazi infantry and the naphtha throwers. My jihad markers can be built here in Arabia, and ballistas as well. And I think on that note, I think I want to start getting some more siege equipment as available. So let's get a siege engineer's workshop, so that I can get some catapults eventually, just in case I need them. As far as like my immediate future is concerned, I'm not seeing any big fortifications that I'm going to have to get into. If I attack Cyrenacia, it's just a fort. If I have to attack Edessa, it's just a fort. So, yeah, that's not going to be too dicey, I don't think. But still, it's going to be good to get, you know, further along that path, so that maybe in the future, if I do need some catapults or maybe some trebuchets or maybe some mangonels, yeah, maybe they can be built here in Arabia. We will see about that, but that's going to be the idea. Here in Sinai, I decided to just I'm going to wait until this armor is finished being built, and then I may as well just retrain all of my Mamluk horse archers so that they can get their armor upgrades, and then I will start training more of them. Poor Inan az Zahir. He has finally bit the dust despite how paranoid he has been. One of my assassins has finally gotten through to him. Interestingly enough, the assassin's also named Inan az Zahir, so maybe he was able to kill him by impersonating him, perhaps. I guess we'll never know. And let's see, down here we were able to kill the Almohad emissary as well. Unrest in Armenia. Ooh, dear. Oh, no. Huh. Let's see. That's a peasant uprising. Interesting. Huh. I wonder if the Turks are going to be able to handle that. That looks like a bigger army, but if it's all peasants, it might be beatable. The king of Sicily has died, but yeah, there's just a bunch of Sicilians hanging out in Malta. Armor is finished here in Sinai, and then famine in Arabia again. Let's see, eloquent, Dahoud el Labi. Who is this? Is that's one of these guys? +1 piety, +1 acumen. Okay, interesting. Let's see, I can start retraining all of these guys. Can I not? I can't do that? Okay. See, I can't remember how to do this. There we go. Retrain you, get those armor upgrades. Go do that, and let's look at this. I mean, honestly, Saracen infantry, Muwahid foot soldiers, archers, and urban militia against a bunch of Gulam bodyguards. Huh. I'm assuming the Gulam bodyguards are going to win this battle. And then what do they have up here? More Gulam bodyguards? Yeah, they just can't afford anything. They're completely broke, aren't they? They're still paying the upkeep for these forces in Edessa. Yeah. And are you loyal? Finally, we got a loyal guy. Okay. So finally, you are loyal, and that's going to leave you. And yeah, four's not great, but it's something. So yeah, let's go ahead and try to get rid of you. Now another one of my monarch's sons has come of age. So this is going to be Prince Nazir. And is it not going to show us where is he? Is he right? Is that him? Wonder where he is. Famine in Sinai. I feel like there's been a lot of famine so far in this episode. Also, I've lost like 4 boats in this episode. It's been bad, like to storms, just to like storms. So I've been trying to like double up on my boats, and yeah, it's been a little bit hazardous. I might need to get Sinai and Palestine back on the boat building duties, just because I am not where I want to be when it comes to getting, doubled up on boat coverage. Anyway, Prince Nazir, what do you got? Chinless Wonder, goddamn, -1 acumen, -1 command, god damn it. And then Natural Leader, yay, +2 morale, +1 loyalty. 0 command stars, as you can see. Oh god, that's bad. Yeah, alright, so you are not a governor or a general, and then neither are you. Okay. Let's go back to you. Yeah, 0 command. At least he's like super loyal. So he's like really dumb, but he loves his dad. And that's what else do you need? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I didn't mean to do that. Go back. Go, man, that's how many misclicks can I do in one turn? There you go. Go to Tripoli and hang out with your brothers, I guess, and uncles, and yeah, just hang out and be good. You're going to be the second in line, are you? Yes, you are. Yes, you are indeed. Okay. Oh, yes, and we finally have killed enough guys. We've killed 4 captains in this unit, finally, to get to one that's loyal. And 4 acumen, how about that? So, yeah, there you go. There you frickin' go. Let's retrain this unit in Syria, and we can retrain, yep, that unit as well, and get these guys back up to Antioch. So that was a little bit of an experiment of how that works with killing your own men. It definitely took a while. That took a while to, resolve that issue. And not that, like, it's too severe of an issue. Maybe, maybe those guys would have never caused any civil wars or anything, but still, it's just something that's worth kind of keeping an eye on. And I think I'm ready. I don't think I have any Ghazi infantry up here in Antioch, do I? No. Okay, let's get these guys going. To Palestine. Alright, that all looks good. Let's get rid of this Almohad emissary. And let's go back to training. Oh, we can train the imams now. It only takes 1 year. Okay, interesting. Because with the Catholics, it does take 2 turns to train a cardinal. I can't remember how long it takes to train the upgraded. I think it's called the bishop. Is it the bishop for the Orthodox factions? I can't remember. But yeah, only 1 turn. That's good. And these guys do raise zeal in their provinces, right? Yeah, the imams raise zeal. Interesting. So do I want to use those guys as like my spies essentially? Or is that going to cause issues? Like it depends on the piety of the governor, right? So like zeal 66% here. And the governor is Lord Peter in Hungary. Do we know where Lord Peter is? Is that you? No. Anyone seen a Lord Peter? Yeah, I guess I don't have any eyes on him. He's probably going to be in Carpathia or Wallachia. Yeah, but that's the kind of thing that I think you want to look at is raising zeal depending on that. I don't know if that's worth it, honestly. I think it's worth it just to keep going with Alims for now. And then if I want to pump out the imams later on for, say, you know, if I want to zeal bomb a specific province that I've determined, you know, has a governor that has low piety, then maybe that can work, and that's going to be worth experimenting with, I think, later on. But for now, let's just get the Alims out. They're cheaper, and they do the job. Oh, I just saw a Byzantine attack on Turkish territory. It looks like that the peasant revolt. It looks like they may have weakened the Turks sufficiently enough to cause an opening. All right, yeah, killing Almohad emissaries, always fun. The Byzantines, yeah, they're retreating. Wait, the Byzantines are retreating? From the peasant rebellion or the Turks? Huh? And, oh, Syria has been invaded from Edessa, is it? Okay, wow. Yeah, I didn't think they were going to go for this. I outnumber them by a lot. And, yeah, they're going to go for this. All right, Syria. I was kind of planning on ending this episode soon-ish, but I guess this is going to be a super long episode. This is my new historical general, Assad al-Din Shako, 5 stars. I'm glad that I brought him up here. He's facing off against a 5-star urban militia. So it's not going to be this 4-star Ghulam cavalry or Ghulam bodyguard unit. It's going to be the urban militia, and they have like no armor and no defense, so they can just get shot to pieces. However, the Ghulam bodyguards is going to be a decent unit in melee, as well as the 19-man unit of Armenian heavy cav and the 40-man unit of Armenian heavy cav. Those are all going to be very capable units. And then the 4 horse archers are pretty basic, but then the Turkoman horse archers are going to be, I would say, you know, decent hybrid units. And then after that, though, yeah, 1 unit of beat-up spears, 1 unit of beat-up archers, 1 Bedouin camel, and then 3 peasants, and then a little bit more stuff in reserve. Yeah. So I think, really, I mean, do I have... Yeah, I have camels, I have Saharan cav, I have naphtha, I have spears. My only Saharan infantry is going to be my general, so the rest of it's going to be Nubian spears, but still, I think I should be fine here in the Syrian desert. Well, it sure has been a moment since I fought a battle in this game, so it's yeah, it's going to be a little bit tricky. I will say, although I was actually recording some, I was playing a little bit of Shogun yesterday, experimenting with some new ideas for the channel. So actually, I might not be as rusty as you might think. But yeah, famous last words, I know. Look at this, nice little oasis down here, little house with a view of the ocean. And yeah, a little well, and yeah, that's kind of cool over there. But other than that corner, the rest of it is just open expanse. And we have ourselves, it's an okay hill. It's a little gradual, I think, on the right side. On the left side, it's a bit more steep, and up in the front, it's a little on the steep side, I think. But yeah, I went with a pretty basic army comp here: spears, archers, Saharan cav, and camels. Like I said, nice and simple: spears and archers up front, 2 flanks of Saharan cav, and camels in the back. All right, so let's go and let's get my guys reorganized. Like that, I think looks okay. And yeah, that sort of formation really makes sense for them as well, just because of their reliance on their horse archers. Yeah, I want my archers to do most of the heavy lifting when it comes to dealing with their horse archers. But when the time comes, I definitely want my Saharan Cav to be able to rush forward and strike. And in this battle, I need to make sure, so my Saharan infantry general can be a bit closer. And then camels. I want to make sure that I counter their Armenian heavy cav with my camels. And I'm seeing their heavy cav like right down the middle actually, so yeah, maybe that's what I do. Is just kind of go right behind them. And just get ready to like maybe I can do a little, they're really slow. They're not great flankers. They really are not. And there's camels right there as well. So maybe you come there. And I'll let my archers fire at will. Yeah, it looks like they're taking down some horse archers right now and some Turkmen horse. And what do we got here? Horse archers. Yeah, I feel like just driving them off with my Saharan Cav. And then on this side, yeah, get my guys going. And then on this side, you guys can get going. Yeah, keep an eye on the center. And honestly, yeah, just go get those guys. And then you guys go get those guys. Yeah. The Bedouin camels, I wonder if they're gonna try to engage my Saharans. That's actually okay with me. Just draw the Bedouin camels away from my front line. And then how are we doing here? Yeah, like they just wanna, if that's gonna draw off their Gulen bodyguards, I'm kind of okay with that. As long as my guys don't get caught by spears, that's what I don't want. But yeah, you see how it's kind of like drawing these. Ooh, that's not. Nope. Get away from the camels. Get away from the camels. Get away. Get back here, please. You should be able to outrun camels. Come on, guys. Get away from the camels. Get away. Come on. Yeah, they're running away. Just like that. And let's see. Oh, they're running away too. Oh, that's the one thing I don't like about the light cav in this game, is their morale is so weak. Can I rally you? Not yet. No. Let's see. That unit's not running away. So that's the one unit that I have that's not running away yet. But my archers are doing a lot of damage to their guys while this is all happening. Can I rally you, please? Rally. And yeah, you guys just get up there on the hill. And then can I rally you? That'd be wonderful. Ew, there's the urban militia general right there. That's the guy that I want. And you, yeah, go. Like if you're gonna rally, like get away from the guys trying to kill you. Yeah, that unit of Saharan Cav got eaten alive. All right, Saharan Cav, get back to your front main line here. And then you, like, just make your way all the way around the back. Honestly, like same with you. Just make your way around all the way around the back. Bedouin Cav on this side, get ready to face against those Bedouin Camel warriors. And yeah, their general should be taking some pretty devastating shots. Horse archers on this side as well. So I'm out of ammo with those guys. Ooh, that's kind of rough. Running out of ammo is not good. And they still have like a really threatening group of cavalry as well. Yeah, Gulen bodyguards, Armenian heavies. Yeah, so this is going to be... So this is where all their, like, heavy cav stuff is. So let's bring my camel warriors here. And then here. And then maybe get spears, like, over there. I don't think I need those spears up front. And... Yeah, this infantry push, I should be fine. My Nubians, I don't know, 3 units of Nubians. I can bring my general up to assist in the front line. And then maybe get my camels to... I don't want my camels to flank. I want camels here, and then I want my Saharan Cav to flank. That's what I want. That seems like a better fight to me. And then even my desert archers, should I retreat now or should I keep them? Retreating, withdrawing them now and getting extra units seems like a good idea. But I might need every guy on hand to repulse the oncoming attack. So it's kind of a tough choice here. Because if we have, yeah, there's the flank attack. Peasants going into my guys. Let's send my desert archers in. Put them on engage at will and attack those peasants. Or not, they're kind of withdrawing, so never mind with that, I guess. Yeah, it's kind of an awkward little. Let's send my Saharan Cav up here. Seems like they know that they can't beat my front line. And yeah, now they want to bring camels in against my spear. Oh, yep, little flanking charge. Oh, yep, that's good. Good move. They got a flanking charge on my Nubians. So that's going to hurt the Nubians. But let's see if I can overwhelm their guys with my cavalry. Because my Nubians, yeah, my Nubians broke, which really sucks. But now I have 3 units of camels versus their 1 unit of camels. And if I bring in all of my camels here, and then here, let's bring my general against their peasants, put them on engage at will, and then in their front lines, let's get a rear charge here with my archers and my Saharan Cav into their peasants. Let's send archers up the front as well to engage in combat. And how are we doing? Are we going to break them or what? Is this going to be kind of tough? So their peasants are running away. Yeah, I think I need to send my archers in, honestly. It's not great, but yeah, they broke my Nubians with a clever sandwich. So let's bring my Nubians up here to help out with this fight. And I feel like we got this handled. Or do we not? Are these urban militia going to beat us? Oh god. Okay, that kind of wasn't expected. Alright, yeah, you guys need to go in as well. And then, yeah, looks like we broke this side. So let's send these Nubians back over. You go, and let's see, we're still fighting those Ghulam bodyguards. So one of you guys, please turn around and fight those Ghulams here. And then my general can come up, and desert archers can come up as well. And let's see, do I want you chasing one Bedouin camel? I don't know if you're gonna catch him. Ooh, Saharan Cav, this is a perfect opportunity. I actually forgot you guys were back here, but this is a great opportunity for you guys to now run down some fleeing units. Like here, Turkmen horse. Yes. Alright. So it looks like we might get some of these spearmen who are running away. Desert archers are actually kind of fast, so that might work out. Saharan Cav fighting Turkmen horse. Ooh, the Turkmen horse are winning that fight, aren't they? Ugh. Yeah, I know that's a close fight, but I think they have the better numbers, so they're going to win that fight unless I can get reinforcements over. Can you guys help out with this fight? Can my Saharan Cav stay? No, they cannot. Do I have spears in this mass of humanity? I have 17 Nubian spears, so maybe they can help out. And we have some Saharan Cav coming to help out as well. So maybe we can win that engagement. Maybe. We should win this. I feel like we have enough bodies here. Let's get these camels back. Saharan Cav chasing archers. That feels good. And maybe bring them back to fight this Turkmen horse. Gosh, it still says he's winning easily. Let's bring down more spears, I guess, to help out. Although we have more horse archers. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, stay on them. Because they're faster than the spearmen, it seems like they're doing a good job of chasing them off. And then, are we just going to win this, though? Yeah, they brought in more horse archers as close support. And yeah, these Turkmens are just hanging on. It says they're still winning. My god. There, they finally broke. So can my Saharan Cav please chase down those horse archers there? And what do we have? More horse archers? So yeah, oh, we have Turkmen horse coming in behind us. So let's try to get Bedouin camels in here. and bring my general up. Let's withdraw these archers and try to get fresh units onto the field. And then you can chase them. And let's bring back this unit here. And did we trap that unit? Yeah, we got trapped that unit. Nice, 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 nice. Good catch there. Ooh, and I probably could have been bringing on reinforcements this entire time. So yeah, let's bring on whatever I can. And you guys, what are we chasing here? 3 Turkmen horse. And we're chasing on those horse archers with a 32-man Saharan cav. That's fine. You guys go back to the hill. Go back to the hill. Withdraw desert archers. Because they're out of ammo. 12-man unit of Nubian spears. I probably will withdraw them, but let's just hang on to them just for a little bit, just to see what happens next. So far, there's not much for reinforcements coming on. I thought I saw... I think they're all over that hill right there. There's a unit of Bedouin camel warriors that is coming on. And we are chasing off this last unit of horse archers. Can we get a sandwich here? That'd be nice if we could get a little horse archer sandwich with my fresh unit of Arab cavalry or Arab infantry that just came on. Come on, can we get these guys? Come on, get them. And then we have more Saharan cav coming in. I've got to trap these horse archers. Get rid of them, please. Please. Desert archers. Probably don't need you. You can probably come to the front lines. But yeah, we definitely want to keep an eye on those Bedouin camel warriors. And what do they have? Just peasants coming on? Yeah, my Arab infantry will make short work. Oh no, don't get into my desert archers. No. Oh, come on. No, get away from them. Come on. They all have... No. Oh god, that hurts. That hurts. That sucks. Make them pay. Get out of there. They're running away now. Alright. So yeah, we lost like 10 desert archers. That sucks. That sucks. They all had fresh quivers full of arrows too, so let's see if I can get them to my front lines here. These Bedouin camel warriors are now coming in. It looks like they might want to charge at my archers here, so I'm bringing down my camels to fend off a potential little charge here, so yeah, let's just go on. Let's just go on and get these guys. They want to come in and fight us. My guys are pretty tired. No, they're quite fresh actually. Yeah, not bad for fighting this entire battle so far. So we should be able to... It says they're winning. I have a downhill charge into them. How are they winning? Alright, let's bring in my spears to make sure that we can win that fight. Yeah, it says they're winning easily. How and why? I mean, I guess camels don't have a attack bonus versus other camels, but still, you'd think that just on numbers alone, I'd be fine here. Oh, what else do they have? Urban militia, some Turkmen horse, urban militia, peasants, peasants, peasants. So yeah, I think my Arab infantry will be a good tool here. A decent swords unit for just cutting through peasants and spears and urban militia. That's kind of what they're made for. And then let's bring up another unit of archers like that. I have some naphtha as well. They're also kind of perfect for this element of just kind of throwing into like mass infantry. And let's see, Saharan cav. Yep, you guys can come up as well. And naphtha, you guys can come up as well. Let's get Bedouin camels away from those spears. What are you, urban militia? So yeah, urban militia can kind of go into those. Let's see, camel. Yeah, turn around and fight the camels with the support of the urban militia, and hopefully you can drive them off. And then urban militia can come down here and fight those urban militia. And let's see, where's my Arab infantry? Are you guys right here? Yeah, you guys need to get into this fight here. And naphtha can kind of come down here, I think. And see, I think I need to bring my general a little bit closer. And then naphtha on this side can come up and maybe get some bombs into the rear. Yeah, they're actually making a pretty strong push here. And can you guys throw? Is there anything in range? These peasants might come in range. You guys gonna get a toss in? Get a toss in? Come on, get some grenades. No. Couldn't get a single toss in. No, that sucks. All right, well, let's get my naphtha back. And it looks like they're running on that side. Urban militia, let's bring my general in. And yeah, peasants on this side are actually kind of doing okay. So maybe bring back my Nubian spears to get a rear charge into here. And let's see, any units that I can use. Can I bring on more reinforcements? Probably. Alright, that looks good. That looks like a pretty good break. And yeah, they're fleeing the field. So now I am free to get a good rundown on them. So do I have... What cavalry units do I have available here? Is it just that unit of Saharan Cav, essentially? That's fine. That's going to be sufficient. But I think I can... I'll bring up my Desert Archers just in case I need them to run down some units. My, oh my, what a battle. My goodness. Yeah, that was a pretty good slog here in the desert. Yeah, they put up a good fight. They put up a pretty gosh darn good fight, but it's nice getting... That felt like a little bit of nice, sweet revenge for me. Yeah, getting back at the Turks for that first battle of this campaign. Still though, you know, it's decent. Decent units. Armenian heavy cav, no joke. And, yeah, they got a good sandwich on my Nubian cav to start the engagement, to start the battle, really, on my right flank. Yeah, that was pretty slick. Something that I wasn't fast enough to react to when those Nubians, you know, broke right away, essentially, by getting sandwiched by 2 units of cavalry. Pretty sloppy on my part, but also, you know, sometimes you have to tip your cap where credit is due. They got the engagement that they wanted. And, yeah, well, I was like microwaving elsewhere, and that happens sometimes. But here we are. And after this, the implications are going to be interesting because... You would think that this is really going to, like, hurt the Turks a lot. These 331 men that I captured are probably not going to be ransomed back. They probably can't afford them, I'm assuming. So I killed 946. That's not including this number here. So, you know, yeah, they're going to be in a rough place. Then again, the armies in Edessa already were trapped. So now this is going to free up some money for them, so maybe they can start training some units or building some buildings. Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe. Anyway, some good valor here. This unit, oh, I was going to say 3 valor, but there's only 1 man left in that unit. That's too bad. The general gained 2 points of valor. That's pretty good. And, yeah, these... Bedouin Camel Warriors, only 2 men left. 3 valor. Saharan Cav, 3 valor. There's 27 men left. That's good. Bedouin Camel Warriors, 3. Yeah, 2 valor. Alright. Alright. That felt good to get a battle in. It's been a while. Yeah, so, yes, they did refuse the ransom. So those 331 men have been killed. Bandits in Prussia. Okay, these are Catholic bandits. Annoying the Poles. Man, I keep losing. That's like 5 boats I've lost in this episode. Damn. Another dhow was sunk in the North Atlantic. My god. Ugh. Alright, the Polish king has died from an illness. Okie dokie. Horse Breeders Guild is finished here in Palestine. Yep, just a little bit closer. I think I need to start building a castle here in Palestine. And yes, treaty canceled. So he wants to remain allied with the Turks. Okay, well. You are going to die someday. The Mongols are going to come and get rid of... Wait, the Spanish too? The Spanish are remaining allied with the Turks, really. And the Italians as well. Alright, the Germans are standing by my side. Yes, they have canceled their alliance with the Turkish. Okay. Like a mountain, he does not change and remains your dependable ally. Well, thank you, Germans. Sultan Ali I, builder, plus 10 happiness in all provinces, wonderful. Prince Al-Mustali, crack-brained. Oh, God. Now, this one, he's not in line or anything. He's just the younger brother of the current Sultan. But still, -2 morale and -20 happiness? Oh, God, that's so bad. Yeah, I never want to use him as a general. And I don't even really want to use him as a fighter either, because... Where is he? Is it you? Prince Amistali, 36. It's too bad. 4-star general, you would think that he would be a good general, but crackbrained is bad. -2 morale is bad. Damn. Rough. Rough stuff. And yeah, the Turkish Odessa army has just been decimated here. And they've lost Armenia. Oh, wow. Yeah, the peasant horde took Armenia off the Turks. They just have Georgia, Georgia and Odessa, yeah. Wow, the Gulam bodyguard could not beat the peasants. And I don't think the Byzantines had anything to do with that. I don't think they actually fought. They tried to fight, but then they like pulled back, right? Although it doesn't say they're at war with the Turks. That's interesting. Huh. And the French Crusade, 56 men left. Golly. It's just taking its sweet time. Okay, well, I wanted to at least get to the year 1175 so that I can complete the glorious objectives period and see, you know, how the points look. But I do want to call it here. This episode already has gone pretty long. So I hope you've enjoyed this one, and thank you very much for watching. This has been Concept playing Medieval Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.